Hello everybody, I'm Donna from Purple Pinky Promises. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's grab the chat. Awesome. I will wait for people to hop on. Just trying to determine if I have enough blender brushes here. I do. Yep, I do. Okay. If you are here, don't be shy. Say hi. See if I can. Well, hello. Thanks for joining me. Oh my goodness. Oh, tell me your name again because I remember you from being on Craft Roulette. Mayhem Crafts, Crafty Craft, or is it no Irene? I remember you from Card Chaos, or was it? Yes. Hi, Lindy. Hi, Mary. Welcome. Hello, everybody. It was either Put the Case in Chaos or Card Chaos from Irene's show. Irene Smith. I remember you. Yay. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Tara. That's right. Thanks, Tara, for joining me. Okay. Today we're going to put together a project from Catherine Pooler, the new release. This is... I don't know. There's something about a cute little camper. I have this dream to travel. Oh, you guys, hey, I'm so sorry. 1 second here while I grab everything I'm supposed to. Okay, so this is A and this is B, and I forgot to do that. I almost forgot to get my work surface. Anyway, Card Chaos. I know. Irene's so fun. I love it. Yes, Card Chaos. That's right. That's right, because I think I said something about chaos and mayhem. Sounds like my life. Anyway, yes. So Catherine Pooler released this last week, and I, like normal around here, it took a little while to get the products into the shop. But we're going to play around with the trail mix papers. We're also going to play around today with these 12 by 12 papers, the summer camp. And I might throw in some of these new party green enamel dots. And we're going to play with these Glamper Life. There's just something about campers and camping. I'm like, it's a dream to travel and camp. I never have time to do any of that, but I can dream, right? And then the trail marker dies along with these Glamper dies. So yeah, that's what we're going to play with today. And I couldn't wait to dive in and start creating with this because I love the peeking pets. They're so much fun. There's always a little chaotic mayhem on Monday nights. Monday is a chaotic mayhem day. So, hey, why not carry it on into Monday night? I love all the peeking pets, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on this. And I had to have all the animals. I couldn't just have a couple or three. And then these are the cute little Getaway one-liner sentiment stamp set that go great with this whole collection. I love this. So we're going to be using these today, but these items are what this is the Tuft cover plate die. That's what I used on the background here for this card. And the paper is from this 12 by 12 summer camp. I don't know if you can see it it's down here in the corner. We're going to play with this paper also today. It's right here. While I lift everything up. this cute paper is from this 12 by 12 pack. So I'm going to set it aside because it's kind of a lot to deal with right here on the... So that's what I used. And this is the Aquatini cardstock from Catherine Pooler. So, yeah. Those are the things that were used for this card. I just wanted to share with you my fun little, these little pets. They're just so cute. Well, they're forest. They're picking forest friends, not pets. They're just our friends. All right. Okay. Hopefully, I'm in close quarters here, guys. I hopefully will not knock anything over. I'm trying different things. I know that the window behind me was kind of bright, so I kind of like not having a window back here because it keeps me from having to turn the light on so much. So I'm going to try this today to see if it works out. I want a camper so bad. I think it would be a lot of fun to just travel. I agree with you. Absolutely, Tara. I agree. That's kind of what it's like, a dream type of thing. So 100% agree. All right. I think this can wait till later. I'm just going to set that stuff aside here. Let's get going. I have already die cut all my pieces here from the Glamper Life. There's a lot of dies going on in here. I do want to show you one thing. I cut all my pieces out instead of cutting it out from the camper. It's the main camper piece here. You could take your windows and you could actually do like an inlay and just die cut into it. I didn't do that. But I just want to show you that's an option that you could do. You could also do it with your door. I mean, you could do anything you want. I didn't do that. I made it simple, and I just dove in and started die cutting all the pieces. So, yeah. And I just had a hard time deciding on what color cardstocks to substitute and whatnot. So I went for it. I just cut them all out of white cardstock, and I'm going to ink everything up, you guys. Hopefully this won't be too long of a live inking everything up. There's some little tiny pieces here, and making decisions can sometimes be a little difficult, trying to decide what color do I want what. But I'm going to dive and get started. I did pre-cut my, I wanted to put like a trail mark. I wanted to set a sign on. I'm going to create a scene. That's what my plan is. And I am going to, you'll see what I'm going to do here. My plan is to create a scene with this camper. And so I did die cut these out, the sign and the little sign, because that's where my sentiment's going to go. This is why I have a little template to pop it in here so I can stamp it, because you can't really die cut it afterwards because it's solid here. There's no hole for you to see where you're die cutting. So I saved that for that. That's the sentiment part of this. And I have, this is going to be like, you know, when you go to the parks, all the different parks, there's like a map. Well, there's map paper in here, and we're just going to pop that map paper behind this. I think that'll be really fun. And yeah, so I'm just going to dive in. I'm going to get started here. And I'm going to go ahead and create, I'm going to create my grass and my sky. And my grass and my sky is going to be from here. And my grass is going to be from the 12 by 12. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. I have my cutter. It has started. I've already dropped something. I knew this was going to be crazy. Perhaps, maybe. I am for sure going to go landscape with this. I need more room because I've got a camper. So, my sky. So we've got 4 1/4. So let's go 2 inches, 2 1/4. Let's go 2, no, let's go 2 1/2. Yes. 2 3/4. Is that enough sky? Because that only leaves me 1.25 inches for the ground if I go to 3. I think I do want to go to 3. I'm going to go to 3. That's a lot of ground. See, decisions are hard. I am going to go for 1 inch of the ground. So, yep, inch of ground. So we're cutting it at a 3 1/4. And we're going to go 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we're not going to have a border around this card. It's going to go, I think we're going to need the whole thing. So this is our sky. I thought that would be fun. And now, copy back here. Let's get this grass. I thought the grass would be fun from this. I love that. Fun. And it'll pick up all the colors that I possibly picked up. Some of the colors, not all of them. But we're just going to go with 1 inch. Let's make sure we do it right. I'm kind of wonky here, folks. Where am I at? There we go. I'm leaning, so hopefully I don't cut this wrong. There we go. I'm going to go up. That's our grass. By 5 1/2. So, and they're just going to meet on the card. My card base. Just like so. Yeah, I didn't want a whole lot of grass. So, just something to put the camper on. And then this will just go like that. Fun, fun, fun. Great start. Okay. Phew. Set you here. I might need you later. All right. Let's do... I actually do need you. I'm going to cut out my paper for this sign. I am going to move this. I'm going to make my sign a little bit shorter with longer legs. So I'm going to take this part off here and bring it up there. Thank you. All right. Where's my scissors? Let's get those out. So taking that bottom piece off and moving it up. Just doing that the best I can. And I may cut these off and glue them back on. So let's do that. And then I'll ink it all up. I should have probably inked it first, but that's okay. So this is kind of like what I'm talking about here. That's kind of fun. I might turn it that way. Yeah. I think it looks fine just like that. I don't know that it really needs those little stubbies at the bottom. I think it's fine. So kind of like a sign. That's a big sign. But you know what? The camping life is bigger than life, right? And plus our camper is probably gonna, do I want to bring it in? I might want to bring it in just a little. Here we go, bringing it in. We're gonna bring this in. I may not want it that big. So bringing it in, kind of like so. Making it a little more realistic. I have cut my sign apart. I'm hearing a song. Sign, sign, everywhere a sign. Yes, definitely. Okay. I think that's better. I do think that's better. Cut this off. And we have created our own little sign. All right, let's do it. There we go. And now we can just kind of trim that off. I'll pick a section. Yeah, that's good. About right there. I'll pick a section from the paper that I think would work best. And we'll pop it behind there. But we need to ink this up first, because if I put my paper there, then I'm going to have a problem, because my paper, whoops, yeah, would get inked up with it, and I don't want that. So, not really sure what happened there, but that's okay. I've got some ink on my hands from something. Lord only knows, but that's okay, because we're going to use gingerbread, and it's going to work. So let's get that gingerbread out. Let's ink up the sign. Let's make that our first task of coloring, ink blending. Okay. My sign might be a little wonky, just like me. Come on. Here we go. So I do want this one to be dark, on the darker side, and I want that one to be on the lighter side, because we're going to stamp on it for a sentiment. And you can see where I've glued it, but that's okay, because it actually kind of gives it a real wood look. I like that. Super cool, super fun. And there it is. All right, now we're just going to use our leftover ink for this one. We're just going to go real light, not too heavy, dark around these edges. Go a little darker here. Perfect. I like that. Okay. That color so far is done. I might use it again. Who knows? I might use it for the door. Who knows? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. So now we clean up. And because we are live during shop hours, you might hear a little chatter in the background, but that's okay, because that's real life around here. So, yeah. If people don't mind that they're in here while I'm live, their conversation, we should probably warn them. They might be picked up. All right, that is clean. Let's ink up our camper. How shall we? Let's decide camper colors. Now, we got a lot of green going on, so I probably won't use very much of that. Maybe with just a little bit of accent. So I think I want a pink, and I think I want the new Getaway color, and I'm going to go with these two colors for the camper. Yeah, let's do that. I'll get my sign here in a minute. Forgot about that. I want the main part of that to be pink. Whoops, I haven't even opened up my new ink. Imagine that. Let's do it. This is kind of a peachy pink color. I'm using my cotton candy. Yep, I've probably already made a different color choice with it. So we're going to go with pink, peachy pink. I might have picked up a little bit of my, oh, I like that. That's really pretty. Super cute. So we don't have any solids in this color. That's why I chose, I'm excited I get to go visit your shop. Looks like charred wood. Love that look sometimes. Oh, thank you. And I'm excited to meet you, Tara. Yay. Yes, we are excited and ramped up to have a lot of visitors during Craft Roulette Live in August. That is going to be so much fun. We had a blast meeting a lot of people last year. As a matter of fact, last year we had a fantastic class after Craft Roulette. We had Amanda from Pear Blossom Press, and we had Tanisha from Trinity Stamps, and we had Carrie Rhodes here teaching a class for our customers. So it was really nice. They took the time after Craft Roulette to come over here and do that for my customers. That was our locals, and I thought that was really sweet. Okay, I am not going to worry about the pink because we're going to pick up a darker color, and we're going to ink this up in Samba. Kind of a pinky red color. Really fun, bright, pinkish red. And I think this is going to be cute. And something really adorable would have been to cut my curtains out of patterned paper. So that's just a little suggestion. Let's see, what do we got here? Here we go. This is for our wheel. So it's going to go just like so. I did print out a little cheat sheet so I would know how to put this together so I wouldn't stumble all over it. But I do want this a little bit darker. There we go. Oh, I like that. That's cute. Super cute. Okay, Samba and Getaway. Check. And I thought the little accents we could do in, take that back up. What color should I do a door? I'm trying to think. Maybe the door and the trim could all be the same colors. And I'm thinking this color would be a great color to do. This is Uptown. Y'all got a song? And I can't think of his name. What's his name? Oh, can't think of his name. Oh, well. Okay. So our trim I'm going to do in Uptown. And I'll do that in a different color. I might do that in Samba. Yeah, let's do these in Samba. And all of these we'll do in Uptown. Okay, Uptown. Let's see, what do we have here? We have our trim. I'm thinking trim could be white too. But I think that would be really cute if we did it in, yeah, I do want to do the trim. One's a step for the door. We'll have to figure this out. I want them all three the same color. So, yeah, just kind of figuring out where all this goes. So this I probably will want to do in, I bet that would be cute in Samba. Yeah. And this might be cute with a little pistachio to pull out some of that green. I think a green door would be cute. And the handle, what color? We need a little contrast for that. So, and the curtains. Shall we do, well, let's start with what we've got and then we can decide, right? Let's go with, I need to move that. It's in my, I can't see that very well. Okay, so let's start here. I am gonna do this little handle. There. Here we go. And I think that would be cute. I don't know that I'm gonna, I might do a flower. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is gonna go Samba. Let's see, we could do a light Samba, couldn't we? Samba. Who am I kidding? I don't want a light Samba. I want a dark Samba. And let's see, what other color am I missing? There we go. That'll pull the Samba out from the bottom there. I want it darker. There we go. Okay. Now what color? I am going to do the door in pistachio. And I'm going to do that little banner in pistachio. And let's see. Our window, the inside of our windows, I'll do some gray. Do the inside of all those gray. And all we have to do is decide what color curtains do we want. We might not wait. We have to decide. We have to do that early because I think we shall see here. Okay, here we come, pistachio. Cute. Look at those colors. Aren't those adorable? I love it. All right. That should blend in just fine. I'm kind of thinking curtains. Because the curtains are gonna, I don't want them to blend in with this yellow. I was just wondering if maybe I should do the catching rays. So let's do that. Let's do catching rays for those curtains. Absolutely, because it will pick up this little, this little catching rays that's in this patterned paper. So I think if our camper doesn't cover it all up. So let's do catching rays. Let me get this is perfect. Gotta find me a brush. Catching rays. There it is. Okay. So let's do it. I think that's a great idea. We're going to do all the curtains yellow. Perfect. Yay, yay, yay. Thanks for the suggestion. I love it. I love it, love it. Might have, I think some of that Uptown might actually need a little better blending. Let's clean up. What did I do with all my baby wipes? And now we have an extra. Okay. Let's do this. My hands are really dirty. I am inky. I have inky fingers. And my mat is just sliding, sliding, sliding. Okay. I gotta make good decisions with that. Okay. Meaning not to dip it in something else. That up there. Before you leave, I need to figure out, my blending didn't work out so great on this, so I need to do a better job. Let me make sure I don't shake too hard for you. And I need to make sure it's on the right side, right? But I think it's going to be fine. I got to tell myself, everything's going to be all right. Okay. Hopefully I don't lose that little handle on the door. Y'all can't relate, can you? At all. Okay. Let's do this. I think I've got enough ink everywhere, including myself. All right, curtains. Here we are. Oops. And if I'm gonna do a flower, we could do a yellow flower. I thought a gem would be really cute. We could do a little flower pot. I'm still hem-hawing around on the flower in the flower pot. Give me some moments to think about that. Because I don't know that I just want one flower pot, right? You gotta have more than one. And I don't know if I have the wherewithal to put together all those flower pots today. That's a lot of tiny little pieces. So hold that thought. Here we go. And our grays. And I believe that flower pot is going to be a last addition if we do it. So let me think. Now let's get all this gray stuff. A very light gray. I am thinking, I didn't pull out my gray ahead of time. I'm thinking Pebble would be a great color of gray. So let's do Pebble. Hi, Shaw. Welcome. Thank you, Mary. Yellow curtains. Yes. Yay. You guys are great. Okay. Billy Joe. Not sure. I'm trying to think of his name. That's not it. We are making, Shaw, we are doing a camper from Catherine Pooler Designs. It's called Glamper Life. We're putting together a camper, and it's kind of like a camping outdoors theme release. So yeah, that's what we're putting together today. And this is the camper. This is the main. This is, what do we call that? The star of the show here. So and I want, oops. I'm going to make this part darker, but these I'm going to do light. Yeah. And this is definitely going to be very dark. Okay. One more time. And there we go. I think we can start assembling. This will be great. So let's start our assembly. Catching rays over here. All right. It's hard to get comfortable in this chair, y'all. I may end up standing up at some point. I'm trying different angles to see how this works back here. It might look different next week. All right, I think that's good. Let's do it. Let's start gluing this together. Actually, I need to get my paper for my sign. That's what I'm going to do. Get my paper for my sign. Where did that map go? So where do we want... Oh, that would be cute to capture the tent. Is there not another tent? That's cute. But I want a little water with it. I don't know that I'm going to get it. The trail. Maybe I think this might be our best. I don't know. I may have made my sign too small. That's okay. I think I'm gonna do this. I think I want to just do that. It looks like a map. That's kind of what I was thinking. And I like how that has all kinds of different, yeah, that's good. That kind of has a lot of different twirls and whirls in there. And it does look like more like a map than anything, I feel. Yeah. So, okay. I'm chopping it up. Here I go. And I can trim it to straighten it later. It's such cute paper, it's hard to cut it up. So, where was I? I think was that it? There, that was it. That's what I was doing. Okay. Yeah. I think. All right, let's cut that out. Oh, don't feed the bears. Yes. Please don't feed the bears. Okay. I think we need just a little more trimmed off of each side. This needs to be straight. And I think we're good. Yes. Okay. To me, it looks like a camping sign or like a legend type of sign. And that's what I was going for. So that's what we're doing. This is super cute map paper. I mean, it pains me to cut it up like that because it's so cute. But it's going to serve its purpose in this project. Oh, I think I did it upside down, but that's okay. Right? Still works. There we go. All right, got it. We have our sign. Okay, let's put down. Let's go ahead and put our sky and our grass down. It's kind of funny, the sign for our sentiment is probably going to actually be bigger than our little legend sign, map sign. It's kind of funny. All right. Whoops. I have a big card base. It's going to probably have to get trimmed on that end. It's all right. Can trim it later. And that's our grass. I probably want to keep that yellow down at the bottom because then we can pick up that yellow in the curtains. I loved that idea. Was that you, Lindy? Oh, make another mark. I listened to you. Make another tally mark. That was great. Oh, foo. That's okay. All right. Here we go. My pen. Set that there. Let's put together the camper. So, like our sign, we might have to shorten it just a little. Oh, that will be, yeah, that's a big sign. The sign is bigger than the camper. I might take that down just a smidge. Bring it over. Camper goes here. I don't know. What are we going to do with our sentiment? Kind of go there like that with our sign. Bring it. Okay. That'll work, won't it? Maybe. We'll decide later. Good thing I went ahead and cut that down, isn't it? And we may not need a sentiment. Do we? I might want a sentiment. Our paper is kind of like has a sentiment in it. All the different words. We might not need it. Or we could throw away the legend. You guys can tell me. I know, some kind of blip in the universe. Oh, thank you. Oh, because I listened to you and because there's some kind of blip in the universe. That's funny. That's great. Thank you, Shaw. That was very, very sweet of you to say that. Okay. Now, next, we need... I'm going to put together the windows. I think that'll be kind of helpful to get the bearings straight for that. So let's get our windows together here. And okay, let's do this. Big long window. I think these are the curtains for this one. How do these curtains go in here? This looks like this side. Yes. This one goes here. Yes. Okay. All right. And I know for sure that our shelf, whoops, is going to go down there. Our ledge, I've lost one already. Where is it? Y'all, I've lost a ledge. It's not this one, it's not this. Where did it go? There it is. Goes right here, down at the bottom of this. Perfect. But first, let's put our curtain on. I get so excited, I jump from to the next thing. Do y'all get excited when you're putting something together and it's working out? And you're like, oh, oh. I love the sign for the Don't Feed the Bears. In my house, it would be Don't Feed the Cats, because my husband says I spoil them and feed them outside their feeding time. Shame on me. Bad. I kind of spoil them. I kind of spoil them a little. That's cute. I like that yellow with that teal color, that Uptown. It's really cool. I do like that. It kind of feels like, though, it might need, and then we need to put the top on. That's cute.
Door alarm opened.
So cute. Okay, there it is. I forgot about our alarm. It's going to talk to us back here. It's a little bossy. Okay, first window in. I think it might be a little bit easier. Whoops, we need to put that down just a little. There we go. It might be a little easier to do this, put all of this together instead of doing an in. I don't know. It's, you know, you do you. If you like an inlay look, you could do an inlay look, but I kind of felt like this was a little bit easier to do it this way. All right. Window number one. I'm going to kind of like line it up with the edge here of this, because I feel like the door is going to go like right there. I need to move it a little more. It does not line up. It should go a little further over. There we go. This would be cute out of pattern paper. Super cute. Now let's get this door. This one actually is supposed to go, one of these goes with the door, and I think this is the one. So we put that down at the bottom because the door fits in there like so. So there it is. And then we'll put door in, and we'll inlay that window. So cute. Oops, I bent it. My hands are dirty. probably time for me to wash my hands or use some tweezers, right? And here is the window. You could make another little, you could cut out another one of these and just cut it down and stick it over like a curtain over here for the door, the window and the door. That would be cute. And as I'm talking here, I'm like thinking of all these things that I could actually, now I am going to need some help with that one. Let's get, where's my, all right, put a little glue in here. Where did that go? Come on. There you are. Perfect. That's cute. It's coming along. I feel like I need something. I probably should put something in there. You know, one of those enamel dots would be cute in the center of that wheel. So that's what I'm going to do after I get it together. That would be really, really cute. Okay, let's see. Curtain. All right, that is correct. Let's do curtain number 1. How are y'all doing out there? Did you grab yourself a snack? I'm a slow crafter. I don't. It takes me a while. Which is kind of like the whole picking out colored cardstock was too hard for me. So that's why I just went with white and decided I'm just gonna color this up. I hope I did that right. My curtain is crooked. Come on. Yay. Oh, look at this, you guys. I think this is just, I was supposed to put it the other way, but that's okay. So we'll just trim it. Right? Right. Down here. Probably end up having to trim this one too. So it goes the other direction. It doesn't matter, actually. You do the size window you want, right? It's my camper. Now, this is where I do need to be careful because I do have this inked up and I don't want it to transfer any of that blue into the yellow and all of that. So I got to be careful with that. So I'm going to let that dry. I shouldn't use too much glue. This part is going to go down here, right below. Super cute. Any thoughts at all on the sign? Are y'all thinking yes on the map sign, no on the map sign? What do y'all think? Oops, let's bring that down. Yes on the map sign, no on the map sign, or should we do the sentiment sign instead? Y'all tell me what you think we should do. I think this should be dry. Let's trim that. I like the smaller window. That's really cute. Let's put that on there because we're getting ready to make decisions here. Once this wheel goes on, tell me what you think. I kind of want it to center in here, but like be even with the other window as well for some balance. That is so cute, you guys. Look at that little camper. It's adorable. And if you turned it the other way, which it would, all your pieces would fit and you wouldn't have to cut it off. But I kind of like that little tiny window. It's cute. All right. The wheel comes on. Why I did that? I have no idea. Because I need to put it on the top of the wheel here. It goes in here. Like so. Let me look at my cheat sheet, see how they have their wheel in there. Yep, that's exactly how it goes. Okay, so on top of the wheel, like that, maybe up just a little more. And then we'll put an enamel dot in there, which I think would be cute if we used that dark green or medium. The medium is pretty cute. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Is that gonna fit in there? Okay, that's probably an exact fit. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mary. So there's that. Now, what are we gonna do? Because this is kind of, oh, boo. It's probably on my hands. Got a little ink on my little camper. My camper needs to go through the car wash. It won't fit, but it needs to be washed. Okay. That's probably where it came from. Let's see. Could probably put that there. We could probably get our sign here. But, or we could put our sign back here and kind of make it go off the paper a little bit. Kind of like so. We could trim it, be like that, and then have our sign kind of be like here, and we'll stamp it right there. What do you guys think? Tell me truthfully, which one? What do you think? Camper's gonna pop for sure. This needs to come back a little more. Sign for, I like it. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. Now, somebody might vote against it, and that's okay. If you vote against it, don't feel bad. I'm going to stamp. What should we pick? Where did that? Should we pick Let the Good Times Roll? Congrats on your retirement. Happy trails to you. Good luck. Good things are on the horizon. Fun times ahead. Let the adventure begin. Now, this is not a very big sign, so we're going to have to pick something smaller. I thought Happy Trails to You would be cute since that's like trails. I think that's what I'm going to do. Happy Trails to You. This set could be graduation, retirement. Some of these are even birthday. Somebody who got a promotion. Somebody who's moving. Let's see, where's my... Here it is. Let's do this. We're going to stamp that. Not sure about the map sign. Small sign looks best. Okay, we're kicking out. Are we going to kick out the map sign? Is that what we're doing? Maybe if I brought it smaller? I don't know. What do you guys think if it were like shorter and not so tall? I could use it for another project. I don't have to use it. My thoughts were if it were like shorter, like that. Cutting it off there and then doing it like that. It kind of blends into the background here, so I may just use it for another project. So, okay. So if you all notice here, when I cut out my white piece, my sign from white cardstock, I kept this as a template so that I could go back in and stamp on it, because that die, you can't see where your sentiment is going if you try to stamp first and then die cut. And I'm going to need to pull this closer to me, folks. Just a moment. I need to look at this. Happy Trails to You. Here in the middle-ish would be cute. Okay. That's cute. We're going to try this little thing. My fingers are sticking to it. So Spellbinders has this new little kit. And there's a nudger that's supposed to be for this very situation.